Hello, hello, hello. How are we doing today? Happy Saturday, everybody. Today we are going to make a mini Slimline. We're going to do our craft roulette card. And let me get this pulled up while we wait on everybody to join in, people to come in. I'm a couple minutes early, not much though. It's 12:57. So live chat pulled up, so if you come in, I can say hi. Okay. Hello, hello. So, our parameters today, we're going to do our craft roulette card for episode 307. Of course not. And the project is Mini Slimline. The colors are fungi. You know, like fungi, like mushrooms. Element is fruit. And random is two-toned. So let's start with the Mini Slimline parameter. Mini Slimlines, depends on who you are, what your size is. We're going to go with 3.5 by 6. No, we're not. We're going to go by 3 by 6. Just make it simple and easy. 3 by 6. So we're going to get us a piece of cardstock out. And we are going to cut down our paper. We're going to cut it down to 6. And then we're going to score, then we're going to turn it around. And we're going to cut it again to 6. So if you have just a 6 by 6 paper pad, you can use that. That's another reason why I did this. So we're going to cut that down to 6. So we got a 6 by 6 square is what we need. And then if I still fill up to it, we'll make an envelope for it too. Then we're going to get our scoreboard. Uh-oh. Where'd my bone folder go? Where's my bone folder? I was just using it. Could sort of stuck it back in there. Let me look on the floor down here. Okay, let's pick some stuff up and look. Guys, how does things disappear? That's what the name of the video should be. How do things disappear in front of our face? I was just using this bone folder. I need to get me another one for backup. Let me grab my Cricut scoring tool to do this. Since I don't know where my bone folder went, it just vanished into thin air. We're going to score this. Remember, it's 6 by 6, so we're going to score it at 3. Just going to score it at the 3 mark. And you're going to be careful because you don't want to go through your paper, so I'm doing this at an angle. And I'm going to flip it over just to give it one more little. So when I fold it, there we go. Just fold that down. And there we go. It's a little card. And I'm off a little here. I'm not worrying about it. So, it's a little card. Good morning, Lee. How are you doing? Or good afternoon, good evening, whatever the time in the UK is. I hope it's good. So, 3 by 6 is what our measurements are. And then, so our parameters, like I said, were a mini slimline. Well, there's the mini slimline part. So now we need the colors to be fungi. We need to have fruit on there, and we need two-toned. There is a mushroom called a, oh my gosh, I just looked it up for the color of it. Let's see if let me pull it up and see. It's a wrinkled peach, is what it's called. And the color for it ranges from a salmon pink to a peach color to orange. So that's the colors we're going to go with. And my brain went to add fruit and to go with the colors of the peach tones. I'm going to use May May's, I think it's called Just Peachy. Let's find it. Yeah, Just Peachy stamp set. And we're going to stamp this, and we're going to, so we'll make our card go this way so we have more landscape to play on. So that's what we're doing. Hi, Sharon. Oh, you're just waking up? Yeah, I've been up for a couple hours now, trying to figure out what I was going to do today. I don't know about all the coloring that I'm about to have to do, but we're going to do it. So that's what we're going to do. But we're not going to do it straight onto this, because I want to be able to use my Misty. So I'm going to get me another sheet here, and I'm going to cut a mat down. Good morning, Denise. Or good afternoon. Good day. I said good day. Y'all ever watch that 70s show? Alright, so I'm going to cut this down to 5 3/4 by 2 3/4, and that should give me a 1/4 inch or an 1/8 of an inch border all the way around on the card. Let's find out. Let's find out. If I put this there, it's going to give me that. And of course, right now it's white on white, so it's good, but we're going to change that. We'll change the colors. So that, we got our, actually, you know what I'm thinking? I've got these papers here that I ink blended. I'm trying to think what color would go good with the peach. I think this one would. But that's not big enough because I've already cut too much out of there. Yeah. We can always ink blend something else if we need to. Or stencil something. Or let's wait. Let's look in here and see what we got. Let me move this so I'm not right up smack up against the camera. Let's see. Really bright. That's cool. Wonder how that would look. Oh, I think that would make a pretty border for some peaches, don't y'all? That's what we're going to do. So we're going to take this 6 by 6 paper right here, which is from, and I don't know if this stuff's available or not, but you can click on my link in the description for Pink and Main. And if it's available, this is the Pink and Main 6 by 6 paper pad Enchanted Garden. And it may not even be available anymore. Look how old the, I don't even think her logo looks like that any longer. But, she has all kinds of really good paper pads. And if you click on the link and you do that and you end up purchasing something, I might receive a little bit of something. So that would help me out. So guys, it's official. I can talk all day long now about my son getting married. It is official. He gave her the ring. He finally got a ring and made it completely official now. Alright, so I want to take this and I want to make it, I want to cut this down to 5 3/4 by 2 3/4. Where's that 3 at? This thing, trimmer's so getting old, I can't see the numbers anymore. I'm going to need new stickers for measurements. I wonder if they sell replacement ones. This is getting like, it's getting hairy scary here. Alright, so we got that. So I want to take my, what did I do with my mat that I had? Right here. The one that I originally cut to 5 3/4. I'm going to cut that down to 5 1/2. It's going to be a really simple card, guys, because it's small. I'm trying to think, do I want a bigger border or a thin border? Do I want a thin border or do I want a bigger border? We're going to have to go with a thin border because it's we're losing a lot of landscape already. So we're going to go 5 1/2. By 2 1/2. I'm telling you, these cards are so small, they're very simple. Okay, Lee, thank you. Everybody's working and listening and running errands. Alright, so this will be our card, basically. Is that this will be here, like this. This is a really good, like if you want to give money as a gift, this is a good little money card, basically. It's not my favorite size. Why does that look wonky? Because it is wonky, isn't it? Let's straighten that up. I think that's wonky. Let's make sure it's not. Let's just make sure. I mean, for some reason, my brain sees it going like that, but... There, that's better. Now it's straight. Now it's straight. Correctamundo. Okay, so this is where we're at. Okay. And mushrooms come in peach colors, all kinds of colors. Fungi is a fungus, you know. So now we just got to stamp some peaches and a saying on here. And I think it'll look good together. I'm trying to decide. Alright. Let's break out our stamp set and our Misty. And let's stamp some of this. We gotta figure out how we want this laid out, though. I may have to do some masking. Oh, look, if you want to send somebody I appreciate you card, an appreciation card, it could say, I appreciate you. We really appreciate you. I really appreciate you. That's cool. Or, your kindness left me speechless. Speechless. I like that. But to do that, we're going to need our peaches right here. So, what we're going to do is put that there because that's where our sentiment's going to be, so we won't stamp there. We're going to take off. And those at Maymay's, alright, I want this peach to be in front of this peach. Or do I want that peach? Trying to think where my Gina K's masking magic is. Okay, it's that time of part of the show where I gotta put Little Miss on the floor. Cause she's, oh, I found my bone folder. A little late now, but I found it. There you go. No, you're not coming up here with me. You stay down there. I know, but you gotta stay there. I'm busy. So now I don't know if I want to do the right or the left way. That way? Yeah, that's the one I want. Okay, but first, I need to find my masking magic. I swore I put it right here so I could find it easy, but apparently not. So I said to myself, let's get some mint tape out. Because what we're going to do is, alright, you got to turn this over, Linda, because you got to have it the right way. Alright, so we're going to put this right here. And then we're going to close our stamp door, and we're going to stamp that one. We're going to use our Memento Tuxedo Black ink. So do you guys do craft roulette? Let me know in the comments section if you're watching the replay. Today we're going to test my coloring skills. This is where the two-tone is going to come in. Is in the coloring. Alright, let's stamp it again. Because it's not quite all the way I want it. There's just something about her. What can it be? Safe to send. Why would I care? Bother trying to find her. She's not there. I'm not there. And I'm off camera. I'm off screen. That's not cool. Let's come a little this way. There we go. Now you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay. There we go. Now we got to do the next one. So let's get this one off. Put this one back down. Let's get our mint tape. I shouldn't have taken that off. I should have left it exactly where it was. See if I can line it up exactly again. Well, it won't matter as long as the... Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this mint tape. I'm going to put it right here like this. And I don't have I have sticky notes, but ever since I rearranged and cleaned a couple of times, I don't know where they're at. So we're just going to cover that peach all together like that. And that way I don't double stamp it, just in case. I normally would have just done one piece of mint tape, but because I moved the stamp, I don't want to double stamp, take a chance of double stamping. And this doesn't have to be perfect stamping, this one. This is just us masking. Because we want to make the other peach look like it's behind this peach, and I just went over the line. Dadgummit, I didn't put the... Hopefully not. Oh no, look, just made it. Perfect. Alright, now we can take this one off. And I should have wiped that down. I'm going to end up with black ink all over my fingers. Alright, then we're going to take this right here. And we're going to cut it. We're going to cut this peach out. I'm going to cut right on that black line. Best we can. Alright, we'll get rid of that. If you have masking magic or post-it notes, or you know, full sticky post-it notes, or even you can mask this way, guys. I'm just gonna cut this entire peach because that way I can use it a couple times. I don't know why that song is in my head. I don't know. I must have heard it when I was watching The Crown. Do y'all watch The Crown on Netflix? Have you watched it? It's like, I'm at the very last season. I'm like on the last couple episodes. While I was trying to let my hands, my knuckles, arthritis heal up a little, I wasn't really doing much crafting. I did do some die cutting though, in preparation in case I was going to be able to do like something spring. So I die cut a bunch of bunnies and everything from the Spellbinders Die of the Month, the small one, and an older one. I die cut bunnies from that. So I have a nice little, I stamped and stuff, a lot of sentiments and things. Alright, so I didn't need to move that. Alright, so now I'm going to set this right back down on here. I'm going to cover this up because I don't want this stamp I'm about to stamp over the image that's already there. So we got that there. Now let's see, which way did we want our peach to go? We wanted our peach to go that way. So we're going to take this one. And we're going to lay it just like so. And we're going to put it up a little tiny higher than the bottom of this one because the illusion when things are, we want it to look further back. So we're not lining it up even with the bottom of this. We're going to line it up a little bit higher so it gives that illusion of being further behind it. So now let's stamp that. Yeah, it's when in art, if you know, if you've ever taken art, they teach you that when you're looking down, things get smaller as they go. So it's like they start like this and when you're looking, things look like they're closer together even though they're exactly the same. So like if you were drawing a street lined with telephone poles, the telephone poles would get smaller and closer together as they went down into the middle of the image. Just a little, God, that was high school drawing and painting 101. I took, my senior year, I took all kinds of, senior and junior year, I took all kinds of art classes because, well, I didn't need any other credits. I only needed the basic math and English. So the rest of my classes were all like drama, art, things like that. Cooking. I did food production quality. Oh my God, that was so many years ago. It's funny how we get older, we start thinking about the things we've done to make ourselves, you know, when we're not doing much of anything now, to make ourselves feel like, well, we did stuff in life, you know? I don't know about you, but I love card making, but here, the last few days or whatever, it just hasn't been fulfilling as much to me. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm doing it alone a lot. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. Alright, let's take this peach off. And I'm trying to think. I think I want to put some, the peach blossoms. Now, I don't remember what color peach blossoms are. But I think I kind of want to put some right here. Just put a little... Do I want the peach? I don't know. Let's look at the stamp set and see what else is on it to make me... Oh no. We should do a leaf. We should do the leaf. Yeah, I don't want that on there. It doesn't, to me it doesn't look right. Oh, thank you for the kisses, little girl. Hola, Delise. How are you doing today? We're going to add that leaf right there. Or do I want this leaf? I don't know. Which leaf do I want? I don't know if I really like that leaf. I'm working on my craft roulette card. You probably figured, oh, that one would go cute right here. So then we will do this one. And then we'll do this one. Alright, see how that stuck to my finger? Get your pencil with the eraser out, guys. Get your pencils with your erasers. It'll keep it from sticking to your fingers, and you can move them and position them however you would like them to be without them sticking to your finger. Sorry if my hair gets in the way, but I'm trying to see. I want to make sure that they're on the stem. Okay. I think that's good. And we got... So, Denise, what kind of errands are you running? And Delise said hello. I used to call you Dallas when I'd see your name, but I heard everybody else saying Delise, so hope I'm saying it correctly. All right. So we're just gonna stamp these up. Stamp it up, stamp it up. And pray it lines right up. I probably should have took the mask off too to make sure that that went in with the here, let's peel this off. We'll reveal. We'll do the reveal. Where's my Dumaflachi? My Dumaflachi here. I use this thing for everything. Alright, now that I can get my fingers under it, there we go. Look, see how that made it look behind it? Masking is a wonderful thing, y'all. Yeah, see, I should have removed that mask. What pink? Oh, oh my gosh, Linda, pay attention. Oh, okay, yeah, I don't know if you know who Gloria Wolf is, right? She's the one who made that and sent that to me. Long time ago. Long time ago, I remember so. I remember when I was part of that same community. Anyway, anywho, there we go. Now it connects, and now it looks right. All right. Okie dokie pokey, let's get these off of here. Put them back on my stamp set where they belong so I don't lose them. And let's go ahead And let's put our sentiment down while we're at it. Because this, yes, very easy card. This is a very easy craft roulette. I think that's why I'm actually doing it this week. I didn't do it the last 2 weeks. I just wasn't feeling it. This set is from May May. From May May Made It. And it is called Peachy. She lives in Clanton, Alabama, and they're known for their peaches there. And that's what inspired. So we're going to use Your Kindness Left Me Speechless. Okay. Alright, so we're just going to put this right here like that. Still, I'm going to need something here. Huh? Or it's going to be in a lot of empty space because I didn't do anything in the background. Maybe that's where the peach blossom should come in. And then that goes up there. Yeah, I think so. Alright. But we'll have to turn this to do that. So, and I want to go ahead and stamp them both same time. So I'm going to turn this, I'm going to go up to the top. I'm going to turn around this way. And put the peaches at the top. And put my magnet over the peaches. Alright, we're going to set that right there like that. And then we're going to take our branch and we're going to do our branch upside down. I mean, there's no wrong or right way, right? Right. So that should be good. That should be good. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to try to make an envelope afterwards, too. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. Yeah, Miss Gloria is the one who made that for me. I tell everybody, I tell them about it because I love them. I asked, she hasn't been... Okay, blah. Back to what you were doing. So now I'm inking up. This is going to be the easiest craft roulette card we've made yet. Guys. Once I got my head around the two-tone and the fruit, when I remembered I had the May May stamp set, I was like, oh yes, that's right, Miss May May, Alabama Clanton peaches. There's just something about you. I should have, you know what, I should have stamped this in brown, but that's okay. And I want to do it one more time because I'm not happy with the letters. I'm happy with the flowers, but I'm not happy with the letters. So I'm going to ink it up again. I didn't ink up the whole flower part, just the... There we go. Alright. Like, easy peasy breezy, guys. Put my stamps back where they belong so I don't lose them. Like, guys, I have a basket that I really need to go through. Excuse me, sorry. Alright, so we have our 3 by 6 card base. We have our 5 3/4 by 2 3/4 mat, and then we have our image piece that's going to go here, but now we got a color. So we're going to pull out some peachy colored colors here. We're going to pull out our Arteza markers because I know I've got peach colors in there. Oh, look. There's apricot. Magnifying glass, I can't read that one. I can't see what that says. Trixie, you're gonna have to stay down there. It's too hot for you to come up here with me. I think that says peach. I see you, baby, but you gotta stay down there. It's too hot. It's too hot. Here, I'll put my foot there for you. Peachy pink. Look at all the peaches. Peaches and cream. I think that's all my peach colors. I don't know what color that is, but I don't need all that for the, but, oh, I need a brown for the, oh no, I don't, the branch is colored in. Okay. Do you need to go potty? Is that your problem? I guess, bear with me 1 second, please, while I open the door and see if she needs to go out. Do you need to go out? Is that what you need? You need to go out here? I don't know what you need. Here, you want a chew stick? Will that help you keep you occupied while I try to do this? Here. Sorry about that, guys. She didn't want to go out. She wanted a chew stick. Okay. Let's color. Oh boy, it's been forever since I colored, y'all. Well, no, I just colored last night. Because I was going to go with gnomes, and then I remembered we needed fruit. But these were my original color schemes that my brain was going with. Okay, I gotta figure these colors out. Okay, I think this is gonna be good for the flowers. Yeah. Alright, so this one is peony pink. Peony pink will be good for the flowers in my opinion. And I'm just gonna mix it with peaches and cream. We'll see how it goes, how they go together. They should be darker than the peaches and cream. So like, alright, now where'd peaches and cream go? Okay. Because we don't want it to look like a cherry blossom. I'm just blending them colors together, just it's a very faint color, which is what we want. We just want subtle. We don't want it like, I think our goal is kind of muted colors today. Because although they were talking about mushrooms being muted, but I've seen some very vibrant colored mushrooms out here in my yard. So it's like, I've seen very vibrant mushrooms. So I don't think they're all muted. Right, you know. Like, there's a stuff, it's like moss, but it's a fungus, it's a fungi. And, it's very vibrant green. And then there's the vibrant red cap mushrooms. And then we've got some vibrant pink looking ones. There we go. And that works. And our flowers are colored. And I don't know how well y'all can see those. But you notice that the pinky color kind of gave me the shading I needed. So those are done. Now we'll move on. I think these are the 3 colors I need. Okay, so the 3 colors I have are papaya, peach, and apricot. And we're going to use all 3 of them. And that's how we're going to get our tone on tone too. Let me just start with the papaya because I think it's the darkest. Let's lay them down and swatch it out just to be sure. Then we got apricot, which I think is darker than peach. Could be wrong. The peach could be darker, but we'll find out here in a minute. Nope, I was right. All right, so we're going to start with the apricot. No, we're starting with papaya. I'm just going to give ourselves a little shadow here. Then we're going to go with apricot. I am so rusty on coloring. I used to have the flick down and everything. We use these colors for skin tone so much, it's just kind of weird using peach for a peach. Isn't it crazy? So I'm leaving little tiny areas where it's less color, just to give like a reflection kind of feeling. And I think I'm going to do the this one apricot colored. So it just, to me, just says peach better. And we'll just use one color and add our shadows and stuff that way. You know, the outside of a peach is always darker than the inside. The skin is always darker, so. Guys. It's been forever since I've done around stuff. I'm trying to remember what I learned from Kit and Clowder when I did this. And the OLO classes I've taken, and it's like you would think I would color better with all the classes I've taken. I'm just going to color it in. I'm not going to worry about all this. Why am I so awkward feeling? I feel so awkward coloring these in. I almost want to break out the chisel tip just so I can get a bigger area coverage. Let's just color like we're in kindergarten, just cover it up. Really should be feathering it together though. There. That's good enough for me. C is for cookie, and it's good enough for me. This one again, because it's just not quite dark enough for me. That would be our tone on tone, in my opinion. I don't know if it's gonna be, other people would say that works, but there's my tone on tone. Okay, we need to color these leaves, and we're gonna keep it with the lighter color, so we're gonna use our, now the Olo green to me is a muted green, so we're not gonna give it that bright spring green, because we're going with the fungi colors. So I'm gonna use this yellow gray. Come in here and okay. Hard time getting the lids off. I don't like snapping them on and off because that keeps priming them every time you do that. But I don't want to mess up what color is what either. There we go. This one. very easy card this week, guys. Sorry for the silence, but there's nobody in chatting, so when I color, my brain just like zones out a little. Alright, now we're gonna get some brown. And we're just gonna go ahead and use our Olo brown, one simple color, and we're gonna use the YO 2.7. We're just gonna seed. Go. And we got our image color. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, baby. Ooh-wee. Law, hi. Listen, Linda. Linda, listen, Linda. I hear you, Law. Well, you know, the best I can hear is Simon. And by the way, y'all, sorry for any background noise, but it's almost 90 degrees in Florida here. So I had to turn on the AC. We're hitting 87 today, which that's what they say. We're usually a little warmer. It's not cool. It's crazy. Anyway, so now we just got to put this down. But I'm trying to decide if I really like that. I don't know if I like that green anymore. I think I need like a peach colored, or I think I need a peach colored. Let me see if I have something peachy colored, because I'm not liking that. I'm not liking it at all. Somewhere over here I have some scrapbook.com papers. I think I found that picture of it. I found my post-it note, Joe. Crazy. Oh, I bet I have something in this bag that I can use. Now I gotta look in here, because I think these are my stamps to stamp. They are my little stamps I've been looking for to go on the back of my cards. I thought so. I need to keep these up where I can see them. They say they're listening and busy, Denise and Lee. And I don't know where Sharon went. But y'all, if you hear me, Law says hi. Around what stone? No, I'm leaving it that color. I don't know what stone you're talking about. It's a peach pit. It's a peach. I'm leaving it just like that. I may put a little gray under here for a shadow, so they don't just look like they're floating. You know, put a little shadow under that. But that's it. That's all I'm doing to that. I'm just looking for a different color background mat. That's what I'm doing right now. It's not in here. Oh, the pit is the stone. Yellow or maybe a little red around it. My brain's not comprehending what you're saying. You mean like around the outside? Or the outside of the in? Or inside the outside of the pit? My brain just isn't wanting to. Oh, what about brown dots? I think that, I like that better. There we go. There we go. I like that better. Let's go with that one. Bam. Boom. Oh, wait a minute. Or do I like this one better? Okay. Stop looking at things. You're going to keep finding things you like. Or do I like this one? I think I like the brown dots better. Oh, okay. I've never heard that saying. That definitely goes with our muted tone right there. But I think I like the brown the best. Yeah, I think it makes my peaches pop and it makes everything pop. I like that the best, I think. Oh, the flesh is yellow. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay. But I was trying to stay within parameters. That's kind of why my peach isn't true to color. And then, because I haven't eaten a peach in a while. But our parameters, we're doing our craft roulette card today. And it's a mini slimline, which that's what this little card base is. The colors are fungi. You know, fungus, mushrooms, blah, blah. We have, the element is fruit, and random is two-tone. So, I was doing the two-tone peach color. But we can do that. We can take yellow and go over it. We can do... Here. We'll use this yellow YO 2.2. Just go. I don't know how that's going to do, but we'll see. And definitely changing the color of my peach, though. It's definitely changing the color. Is that better, Law? Does that look more like a peach color? They say all kinds of things. They've got numbers for each section, and then they got a wheel, and they spin the wheel, and wherever the wheel lands. So sometimes it's like, whoa. Things just don't go in my brain, don't go together. Those are the weeks I don't make cards or something. For some reason I can't, my brain just can't wrap around. Yeah. How's that, Law? Is that better? It is a weird requirement, but it is. So listen, guys, in March, there's an event coming up, and I have to look the dates up again, but it's called Crop and Create. Y'all have heard me talk about it before. It's a 4-day event. Or 3 days. I don't know how many days this week. I'll have to look this year. I'll have to look it up. This one is the Spring Crop and Create coming up. And I will be attending. So I'll let you know. But as of right, our boxes are coming. The boxes are coming. The boxes are coming, y'all. I wish I could share with y'all what's in those boxes. Ugh. All right, so 2 3/4. I need this to be 2 3/4 by 5 3/4. Weird shaped little card too. Some people love making mini slimlines. I'm not a slimline card maker. I like my A2s and my A7s. You know, the 5x7 and the 4 1/4 by 5.2. Regular traditional card sizes. I like those. All right. All right, there we go. I like that. Yep. Let's tape it down. Tape it down, tape it down. And then we'll make an envelope for it. I kind of made a template, but it's not like the best, but it'll work. It will be an envelope that will work for my card. Oh, we need to stamp something on the inside too. I'll carry it with tape there, Linda. Dun, dun. Say to Sam. One of the good things about Craft Roulette's parameters and stuff, it reminds me of things that I have. Like, I completely forgot about my peach stamp set. You know? Because I've had it for a while. I've used it once. And then forgot I had it. It's like I was sitting here going, fruit? I don't, because I'm not a big fruit. Flowers, fruit, that's not, okay. I'm at it, the tape. Anything from here on out is going to have to be glue. Alright, we're just going to... Alright, I got to make sure I'm straight with here. Because I can trim the other side, but I can't trim this side. Nope. Yeah, that works. That works. Good enough. C is for cookie, and it's good enough for me. I just gotta trim that. Because I didn't fold it right. Look at that. And just like that, we got us a cute little card. It's pretty, isn't it? I think so. I think it's very pretty. Alright. So the Craft Roulette card is finished. Let's stamp on the back of it. I always forget to do this, and I need to start doing this. So I said to myself, I'll stamp just for you on the back. And then we'll put Made with Love on above that. So let's get them both out because we can stamp them both at the same time. So if you order from Lawn Fawn, they usually give you, I don't know if they still do, they used to just give you one of these little cute little stamps. Where's my stamp block? I just had it. There it is. Alright, so I'm going to put thank you, Law. Alright, I'm gonna put Made with Love. That's crooked, Linda. Make it straight. Straight enough. Just for you. And we're going to just butt it right up to it. So that way it's all together. All together now. Just go. And stamp it right here like this. And I just moved it so it's probably going to be all screwy. Nope, there you go. So Made with Love just for you. And then we can sign it. And it'll be like a real art project. Now I got a whole bunch of pens over there that Denise gave me. And of course I didn't put them. Eddie sent me a pen. And I'm just going to sign it. Oh, and we'll put 2026 on it, because it's probably just going to sit in my stash, so we'll date it, so we'll know when we made it. My kids end up having to go through all my stuff and they find it. There we go. We should put something on the inside. Usually I'm like, okay, I'm done, bye. Today I'm like, I got a couple more things here. It's too late to say I'm sorry. Oh no, why would I care? Right? Nice big font that you can read and stuff. I like that. I like Lawn Fawn stamps. They got these little tiny people and mice, but their fonts and everything are cool. I like it. Alright, I'm not going to fight with these right now. I can't. We're just going to put them right back in the bag. See, those are the Lawn Fawn mice. Miss Judy got me this bag. I love it. Anyway, anywho, I need to keep these where I know where they're always at. We need something to say on the inside. It says we're gonna say, I really appreciate you. So your kindness left me speechless. And then I really, and it's probably not straight, but it's a Linda Tillman creation. So guess what? Hey guys, this isn't actually completed. Oh, it's really not straight. That's how I can really tell. It's upside down. No, it's not. There. That'll work. I should have done this part in the Misty, I think, because I got a feeling it's not going to stamp right. Let's stamp it off something on something else first, just to be sure. Let's see what it looks like stamped on something else. Yeah. So it's brand new. I've never used these sentiments before. I'm telling you guys, that's one of the good things about Craft Roulette. It reminds me what I have. It's like you guys have probably never seen me use this. I don't think I've ever used this one on my channel. And I've got over 1,000 videos. So it's like, how have y'all not seen everything I have? Inside says your invitation to join our meal. Well, I was thinking of a money card. You know, something, gift card or something, you know, like that. Okay, there we go. Now that it's stamped, it'll stamp better. Now that I've stamped it a couple times. Now I shouldn't have to worry about looking. See the difference? I don't know if y'all can see the difference in the two. The first one I stamped and then the second. And now let's go for the third. Oh, I see, he says. Alright. Now, there we go. Guys, we made a complete official. That's a little too big in my opinion. And I want this to be a little smaller. I like the font and all, but it's just a little too big for this card. For a bigger card, it would be perfect. But for this little card, it's a little too big. Alright. Let's make an envelope. Put your stamps back, Linda. And so I did this template for an envelope before the show. and I accidentally cut a piece off, wasn't supposed to be, so I taped it back on. But this is how I did this. And it's not the perfect envelope, but it's an envelope and it will work. Should I do a black envelope or a white one? We'll do a white one, because then we can, if I'm still wanting to stamp and stuff, we can stamp some flowers maybe or whatever on here. Alright, I'm missing a trimmer. Oh, there it is. Alright, I'm going to cut a paper down to 7.5 by 7.5. Get all these markers out of our way. We're just getting too many things rolling around here. This is empty, so set that over there so I can get some refill till I can get refills for it. Alright, I don't think that was worth the money spent on that. I thought it was at first when I purchased it. I thought, oh, that's a good deal. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think them tape runners are cost efficient. Oh, thanks, Denise. Oh no, your face is on fire. That girl is on fire. She ate too much fried chicken. That's what you get for talking about fried chicken with me. No, I'm joking. Alright, so I'm cutting this down to 7.5 by 7.5. That girl is on fire. And then we're going to get out our scoreboard. And we're going to pop out the little triangle thing from the back of our scoreboard. And we're going to lay it with the numbers showing right here like that. Okay, can y'all see this? Make sure I'm in here good. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to take my 7.5 by 7.5 square here. And I'm going to line it up against this thing with the corner flush against this side here, just like that. And then I'm going to get my bone folder. Thank God I found it. And how I came to this was I took a 3 by 6 template and I laid it in the middle here, right? I think my measurements are wrong. Hold on a minute. My brain's not. That don't seem right. Maybe I used a bigger sheet of paper. Well, we're going to do it with this one. Measurements are going to be different, but so we're going to come right here to this 2 1/4 mark. And we're just going to square it right down there like that. And we're going to turn it. And I'm going where the edges of these are, and I'm right here to 3 1/2, right there. So 3 1/2. And then I'm going to turn it again. And my measurements are not the same on each side, so I probably should have used a bigger square because it's going to be awkward looking. I don't think my envelope's going to look right. I think I better get an 8 by 8 square. Yeah, that's so not going to look right. But we're going to do it anyway. We're going to do this again. Okay, we're going to move this over to there. Here, 3.5. Come on, Linda. Right down the 3.5 line. And this should fit in there perfectly with some room to spare, and it does. All right. It's going to make an envelope. It's not going to be the prettiest envelope ever, but it's going to... Exactly, Linda. You put a mojo on me. I didn't. You did. When you I couldn't get my fried chicken, and you kept showing me fried chicken that you were getting. Now, if I really, really, really want fried chicken, I can hop in a car and go get it. I don't have to wait on other people. But now I don't want it. I'm like, I finally got some, and it wasn't when I remembered having fried chicken. So it didn't make my mouth water and happy and in my belly. So yeah. All right. So now I've got these. And this is kind of awkward shaped. I don't care though. I really don't care. I'm not sending this. I really think I did an 8x8. We're going to do an 8x8 also. We're going to see because I've got specific measurements. It has to be 8x8 if I did, oh no, 8.5 by 8.5. That's what I did. That's right. Well, let's do this awkward looking envelope anyway. See, I should have wrote, that's what I need to write, is 8.5 by 8.5. So I remember from now on that that's what I need to do. So I'm not showing everybody the wrong thing to do. This will still make the envelope though. Yep, I'm continuing with the mess up. Because we don't have to have things perfect. At least I don't. Other people might. I don't. Alright. So see how that's kind of... Is that going to let our card be in there covered though? Is that going to work for our card? I think it will. I think our card will still be covered. It can still be glued together right there. I think that can still be done like that. And then of course we got to cut this off. Not going to be even. Question is this going to cover it enough to give us coverage of the card? That's the question. Doesn't matter if it's wonky, if it works. Wonky can be okay. So if we did that, we could always just... Yeah, we can fix that. We can just trim that there. Use that for the bottom. No, I don't like that. I don't like how that's... But it glues over better. So that's what we're going to have to do. So we're going to take our glue. Hi, Beachcomber Noni. How are you doing today? I'm showing you how not to craft. That's how I always do things. I made my craft roulette card during the live. If you watch the replay, you'll see how I did it. Yes, coverage is important if you're going to mail it and stuff. Yep. But this is the card I made using May's Just Peachy. That's what we did in the beginning of the live. So we're going to go like that. We're going to trim this though. We should have trimmed it before we glued it. I don't know. I'm just like, I guess I'm just not really into making these. And I do have. Stop saying I don't, Linda. Get that out of here. Get the words out of your vocabulary. How are you doing today, Noni? There, that looks better. Still wonky, but wonky's better than... Alright, and we're going to take this one. We're just gonna... We are completely wonky, guys. But our wonkiness is gonna work. Watch this. I hope. Watch it not work. It will work. See? And we still got room. Even though it's wonky, doesn't look straight, it's not perfect. I mean, if you really wanted things perfect, you can make it perfect, but let's make a better shaped one. That's our wonky envelope. Actually, I like wonky. It's different. Let's stick with it. Let's stay with our wonky envelope. Thank you, Denise. I'm going to stamp a couple little flowers on here. And guys, if you have smaller acrylic blocks, use those. I'm lazy to pull mine out. Excuse me. Sorry. Alright, I'm just going to put 2 little flowers on here. Well, maybe what I do with the ink. Oh, there it is. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. That's how I craft too. Alright, we're just going to put 2 little flowers right there. And because of the thickness, I wouldn't mail this anyway. Well, maybe I would. I don't know. I usually like to use actual paper for my envelopes instead of cardstock because, well, they're lighter. But and I just am gonna take, where's that antique pink I have? Here we go. And I'm just going to take this light antique pink. And I'm just going to color my little flower in. Now, an envelope was not part of the Craft Roulette card. And I'm not the best with envelopes. They sell envelopes for these size cards. I think May said that they sell them on Amazon. And if you look for like a number 8 or a number 6 envelope, those envelope sizes will work for the Slimlines. So remember, if you're going to buy envelopes like off Amazon or somewhere, you need a number 8 or a number 6 envelope. Oh, they're squeaking. My markers are squeaking. That's kind of funny. I like coloring little images better. My hands don't die from it as bad. There we go. So that's what it would look like. Oh, that's cool, Law. So those of you that can't see the chat, Law Jones says, a friend's grandmother embroidered flowers on the envelope of her letters. That is awesome. That's cool. So, like, if you did this right and you use tape on here to close it, I'm not gonna, it's not signed, so, but I just had something like, they have all kinds of different types of washi tapes, and you could just, like, I'm not gonna really put it down, but see, if you wanted to, if you had something that had a matching flower or something, which I have something in that box, but just to give you an idea, to cover it, and then people wouldn't pay so much attention to the wonkiness, and they probably won't care, because if it's wonky, because the envelope isn't the gift, it's what's inside. It's just the messenger, so don't shoot the messenger. But there we go, guys. That's our project today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for hanging out with me and chatting with me. I appreciate the company. You know, y'all know I say it every time I come on here, so I'm not going to go in full details on it today, but I hope you guys have a wonderful Saturday. If it's hot where you are, I hope you're cool. If it's cool where you are, I hope if it's cold where you're at, I hope you're warm. Have a blessed day, y'all. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye.